Study, gain experience, and come back to Nigeria. So I applied to different schools in England and the US. Actually, Harvard Law School was the only school I applied to in the US. Most of
Very
the schools,
confident woman
yeah,
there.
most of the schools I applied to were in the UK because of, as you know, the natural affinity between the UK and Nigeria in terms of education. So I did that, and of course got admitted to these schools. And so it was a tough decision as to where to go at that time. For me, I was still, thinking, should I go to England or go to the US? And for my mother, who's always been a very strong influence in my life, she said, there is no choice. We're going to Harvard. So,
Wow.
and so there was, I packed up my bags and came along.
Just looking at the culture shock. You come from Nigeria. There's obviously a difference in culture in America. Of course, you're a minority. It's the first time you've experienced being a minority. What was that like for you?
So it was a very interesting transition for me. Coming from Nigeria, I saw no color. Everyone looked like me, or most of the people looked like me, and those that didn't, I never saw them as any different. I actually happen to have German godparents who were born in Nigeria, I never really saw people in terms of color. But that, so that was one of the initial, I would say, culture shocks for me, having to now look at things in terms of color, something that I was not accustomed to.
Despite the culture shock, Bassi excelled at Harvard and gained the attention of one of the top law firms in the country, Hughes, Hubbard and Reed. The managing partner of the firm remembers when they discovered Bassi.
Well, I was on the hiring committee in those days, and the chair of the hiring committee called me just to tell me I just met the most amazing candidate. I get it. And her heart, as we do with such candidates, and very pleased to come to join us. She's somebody who we knew was a star, and who's proving that every day.
The law firm's history goes back to 1888 when it was founded by Charles Evan Hughes, who went on to become the Chief Justice of the United States. Publications like The American Lawyer, which ranks law firms, consistently rates Hughes, Hubbard and Reed as one of the best in the country. All of this history and prestige made the opportunity enticing to Bassi.
And it came through some of the reputation.
Started as an associate.
Yes, I came in as an associate. I initially at that time fancied myself as someone who was doing alternative dispute resolution, which is arbitration generally. And Hughes Hubbard has a stellar reputation in that field. We're one of the premier firms in the world. So it was a team sport for me, especially as I came in as a female, and everyone was incredibly nice. They had some really top-class lawyers. And I thought, where else for me to learn, American style litigation than from Switzerland? So I accepted that.
Bassi initially had some growing pains as she dealt with being a minority in her field.
There were constant reminders of being the odd one out, either in the courtroom, at conferences, at depositions with opponents, typically Caucasian, and very often I'm the only woman, led with the only black woman in the room. So there were constant reminders of that. So, but then, the overlay too of my gender, race, and then lay that with the fact that I was African, just further amplified.
As an accent,
yes, so it amplified that reality. But I didn't let that deter me. Obviously, and luckily for me, I was practicing at a law firm such as Hughes Hubbard, where you could set yourself apart regardless of your gender or race.
Bassi would not only set herself apart, but she would also accomplish something historic at the firm.
The significance of my position was not and still is not lost to me.
I can't sleep each night because all I think about is my son. Up until now, what else can we do? This is about his life. There is nothing you can do to help. I can only wait for further updates.
Is this the hardest thing you've ever had to go through? That is what you did?
This is the first time in my life to experience something like this. In the past, stories on the news. I watched explosions, ships sink, and plane accidents. Those were other people's stories. This time, it is my turn for bad luck. It is my turn to actually experience this. This is not watching news. It is living it.
Do you still believe your son is alive?
I firmly believe that my son, together with everyone on board, will all survive.
What message do you have for your son?
Come back quickly. You have made everyone in the family very nervous. Everyone in the family is waiting for you to return. He has to come back with everyone on board. He can't come back by himself.
So what is the latest right now? Do we know how the search efforts are going so far?
Well, the very latest that we heard, Anderson, from Australian military officials who prefer not to be named because they are not authorized to speak to the media, is that a short time ago we have heard that indeed 2 of the planes are up in the air. They are racing to that search area right now. There are 2 more that are scheduled to leave from this airbase later today. We don't know exactly when they are going to leave. We can't hear them from this entrance, but they leave from the center of the airbase. They head out to the ocean. It takes 4 to 5 hours to get to this remote area. They circle there for 2 hours, and then they have to make the long trip back. So what does this search area look like? A remote part of the world? Here's what one local aviation expert told us.
This is one of the most difficult places in the world to find anything. The sea state, you're talking 40 wells, you're talking 3 miles deep. This is as bad as it gets.
And that's where they think it is. This is the area that is the size of New Mexico that they have to scope over. And Anderson, they are racing against time to try to get this information to this family right
Is there any timetable for announcements or how announcements are going to be made? I mean, obviously, we can't tell how soon we're going to know what this debris is. The information will probably be shared, I guess, through Australian government channels first.
Yeah, they've been very guarded about what the timetable is going to be as far as releasing the media and to the public. We know that it's going to take a while to find out where this debris is. They've got to locate it, then they've got to retrieve it. All of this is going to take days, maybe even longer. They've got to bring it back. They've got to analyze it. They've got to be sure, and then they have to tell the families and the government. So put all that together, it's going to take a while.
And Kim, last night we were on the air till I think 3 a.m. I guess early this morning, and the Australians last night in their press conference had said that they were going to redirect commercial satellites over the area to try to get more images. Obviously, the images we're seeing are the ones that were first released. Do we know have those satellites gotten any new images? Have they made any more announcements about that?
Yeah, we haven't heard any announcements about that particular request about getting the satellites there. The only thing we've heard is that the Australians have also asked commercial sea vessels in that area to bring them to that area. And some have responded. There are a number that are heading that way. A Norwegian vessel is at sea, and it did work without the night using binoculars and lights to look at the water. Now this has been an excruciating week and a half, this endless wait, and it's not easy when you hear the Malaysian authorities say that the information that families want is information we don't have. Now let me go back to that news conference from Australia earlier this afternoon. It was broadcast here in the hotel behind me in the Grand Ballroom where many of the relatives are. It was broadcast in translation in Chinese. I was in that ballroom, and the relatives there were hanging onto every word. I saw the family members sit up straight, lean forward, tense. The atmosphere was tense. We saw the faces. There were just grim looks, hollow stares as they were trying to grasp every detail of what was being said. Couples holding hands. And you have to keep in mind, many of these parents there, their only child was on that plane. Now, later, after the news conference, we spoke with a man named Mr. Wen. His only son was on the plane, and here's what he had to say about these developments.
This is not confirmed. I think this is definitely not the plane. I have hope. From the very beginning, I firmly believe that everyone on board is alive.
as you hear from this relative, he still has hope, and that's the thing that the relatives are hanging on to. The fact that this may be debris, but it hasn't been confirmed, is still actually, in a very convoluted way, a sign of optimism for them, because they're hoping that if it is confirmed that it's not from the plane, perhaps there's a chance, even at day 13, the plane is somewhere intact with the passengers on board. Now, today for the first time, we actually saw a message board go off. We know there has been one at Kuala Lumpur, but for the first time here in Beijing, we saw one go up. Within a few hours, it was almost full of messages and signatures. And one child had written in Chinese, "Dear Dad, please come back. I miss your face. I miss holding your hand. I miss hearing your wisdom." There was also a candlelight vigil. The relatives here are planning to have a little candlelight vigil every morning at 9 o'clock from here on in. But again, Fanula, they're just hanging on to hope. They are hoping for some sort of miracle.
What do we know? Perth, Australia is there, which is the main staging point. And the two areas that we're talking about, the two little pieces, or fairly large, 24 metres and 5 metres, they are just about here. It's roughly 1,500 miles around
We have viewers in the U.S., we have viewers around the world. How far is this in terms of where these planes have to travel back and forth from just to search it all?
The best information, roughly, give or take, you're talking about a distance of 1,500 miles, give or take, which is New York to Dallas, or in international terms, let's talk about London to Moscow, London to Istanbul. Now, bear in mind what these searchers have to do. They have to fly from here in moderate to difficult weather. They have to get out of here. So you're already looking at a fuel burn. You're looking at a question of how long you can stay in the sky. You look at all those sort of issues. You search for as long as you can, an hour to whatever you can, and then you've got to fly back to Perth. So it's a distance of about 1,500 miles. They've obviously got this now, this merchant ship which is in the region.
A Norwegian merchant ship that says they'll help volunteer with the search. They refers to this zone
Right.
of where they're looking.
Right.
And remember, that information is 4 days old, so they had to use the map to coordinate where it would be now.
Right, and to do that, you're talking about where would the route have been on this southern arc? How would it have come from up here, right the way down here, and where, even if this debris is found, and now, you know, the merchant ship can't find it, the P3 that's been up overnight can't find it, so far, let's assume that they do manage to find it, you're then working out where did it come from. What we know is that there's about roughly 25 planes, 18 ships in this vast area, but, Chris, as the searchers said from the Royal Search Authority said, this is, I don't want to be disrespectful, but this is the end of the earth. This is absolutely middle of nowhere.
What I'm saying is it's the most challenging of all things. It's far, it's remote, and it's very deep, and you're in the storm season, so it's inclement there as well. High seas, they are benefiting from warmer water. For those who want to hold out hope for survivability, there is that, but it's a tough set of constraints.
But you do have searchers, you've got these planes coming and planes and boats coming from all the way up in Japan, right up in the north, right the way down. You've got them coming from India, you've got Malaysia, you've got Indonesia, you've got all these assets coming into the area, even the UK is sending assets, and of course you've got the United States here as well. The US, of course, had the USS Kidd, which was based up here in the northern part of the Indian Ocean. They transferred many of their air assets to Perth, specifically for this reason. They moved them to Perth so they would be able to have a range to search this area. But I don't think anybody really expected that they were going to have to actually search.
But it would go this far.
Not this
in
far
amount of
south.
time.
No. As one searcher put it, this is bold, it is deep, and it is remote.
We're about a 12-hour loop. It's very easy to see that a large
Hey, guy.
did make its way through the area. The good news is the culprit is making its way through
Dun.
the region. But keep in mind, that doesn't mean conditions will be improving. The reason for that is, of course, we're talking about a gyre. This is a very common circulation. And notice what you're looking at down here. These are some very strong winds and currents. The reason for that, when you talk about latitude, you hear the words 4 and 50s, serious 50s, 83 and 50s. This is a very common trade route because the winds are so strong in a west to easterly direction.
year the winds aren't as strong, they were just following them down to the south.